here's a question. So why don't we all take some time to read it and absorb it? Okay, I hope you would have read some part of the question. Some may have read all of it. Doesn't matter. So let's start from the beginning and let's see what this question is asking us to do. There is a Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay, so we'll write that down. Mr. There is a Mrs. All right, and they have three children: Andy, Bandy, and Candy. Let's write them down as A, B, and C. Okay, why don't I space this out a little? So this Mr. will come here, and we are talking about 7 years ago now. 7 years ago. Let's put that down here. So what happened 7 years ago? Let's see. So Mr. Smith's age was twice the sum of the ages of his children put together, which means that, okay, let's say that these children are A, B, and C years old, respectively. So in that case, Mr. Smith's age was 2 times A plus B plus C, right? So now it's when we see the word now, we are talking about the present age. At present, Mr. Smith, if we add the ages of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, means like, okay, these two, the combined ages. Here it was just Mr. Smith, we don't know what Mrs. Smith's age was. If we add the two ages, it is twice the sum of the ages of three children put together. Now what happens from 7 years ago to present? Everybody ages by 7 years, right? So this is plus 7, all of it is plus 7. So this will be A plus 7. I'll write that down a little neatly. A plus 7. This will be B plus 7. And this will be C plus 7. Alright, so all of them have aged by 7 years, and if we put those ages together, we have 2 times A plus 7 plus B plus 7 plus C plus 7, which is A plus B plus C plus C plus all the 7s add to give a 41. Now if I multiply, okay, so there's a 21. If we have to look at it a little more carefully, I can just take the 21 outside brackets and say, okay, it is plus 42. Right, so let us look at the third piece of information we have. Bandy is 2 years elder to Candy. So whatever, if Candy's age is C, B will be C plus 2. So this will become C plus 2 and this will definitely become C plus 9. And of course, everywhere B will be, okay, there is something wrong. B will be C plus 2, so I'll write it as C and a plus 2 on top so that it doesn't get left out. And now Bandy is 3 years younger to Andy. 2 years elder to Candy and 3 years younger to Andy. So which means that C plus 2 is 3 less than A, or A should be C plus 5. Which means this will become C plus 12. And everywhere there's an A, there is a C plus 5. Alright. So now we need to find the age of Mrs. Smith, the present age of Mrs. Smith. Which is a part of this age. So let's see how we can do it. Now we have an expression of 7 years ago, which is 2 times C plus 5 plus C plus 2 plus C, right? There. Okay, let us put that down. Let's say C plus 5 plus C plus 2 plus C. It's a little confusing, but that is 3C over there and a 7. Alright. Now that was just Mr. Smith's age 7 years ago. Now if we add 7 to this, we get Mr. Smith's age present. So, which is 2 times 3c plus 7. Add a 7 to it. And this is Mr. Smith's age present. And if we look at this quantity, the one right here, 2 times, of course, it is 2 times, what am I doing? 2 times 3c plus 7 and a 42. Now this is Mr. and Mrs. in the present. Now if we subtract this from this, we are going to get Mrs. Smith's age in present. So let us do that. We have 2 times 3c plus 7 plus 42 minus 2 times 3c plus 7 plus 7. Now if we see that whole thing of 2 times 3c plus 7 gets cancelled, which is wonderful. We are able to solve this equation without having to solve for the value of c, right? Now that's great. And if we look at the numbers that are left over, it is 42 minus 7, which is a simple 35. And that is the age of Mrs. Smith. Wow. Anytime we see a question like this, we put down a variable for something and we kind of, we are expecting to solve for the variable, but this is one problem where the whole variable gets eliminated and we get the age of Mrs. Smith without solving for the value of c. That's beautiful, right? Alright, I hope you enjoyed looking at this question. See you next time.